Jamaica continues to be on a steady economic growth path, achieving stringent targets set under the Precautionary Standby Agreement with the International Monetary Fund, the IMF.
The fiscal performance is outperforming and remains positive. Monetary performance in terms of the net international reserves and the non-borrowed reserves also is positive. Inflation is within range. The structural benchmarks have been met under the program.
October to December 2016 represents the first IMF semi-annual review period under the new Precautionary Standby Agreement. Co-chair of the Economic Program Oversight Committee, EPOC, Keith Duncan, says the numbers are looking good. During the period, gross domestic product is estimated to have increased by 1.5%. Central government generated a primary surplus balance of $76.6 billion, exceeding the target by $22.6 billion or 42%. Tax revenue intake remained buoyant as collections exceeded the target of $300 billion. At the end of December 2016, non-borrowed reserves remained strong at nearly $1.7 million, exceeding the target of $1.4 million. The calendar year inflation rate of 1.7% was within the projected range. Based on those and other economic markers, EPOC says Jamaica met all quantitative performance criteria and structural benchmarks for that first IMF review period.
All structural benchmarks that were due at the end of December 2016 were met. And these were actually two structural benchmarks. One was the new rates and bands for property taxes under the 2013 land valuations, which were completed and submitted to Cabinet in December 2016, and the operationalization of the Financial System Stability Committee by finalizing the appointment of 2 external members by November 2016.
The Financial System Stability Committee will ensure that the financial sector stands up and remains stable in the event of shocks, disruptions, or crises.
So, if we are to sum this up in terms of our targets, the members of the Economic Program Oversight Committee are very comfortable that Jamaica has met its quantitative performance criteria targets, the structural benchmarks of the program for the first review period ending December 2016. We are quite confident and hopeful that we will continue to build on this solid platform going into the second review period ending June 2017.
Leading up to that, the country will have to issue a consultation paper for a resolution framework for systematically important financial institutions in the event of failure and establish a Financial Inclusion Council by March 31.
In the event of a crisis, a fallout, whatever, that may occur in the financial services, how would, it's almost like a living will, how in a structured and a program manner would financial institutions be allowed, be managed to ensure that at the end of a crisis that the depositor, the investor, is not at risk.
The Council is to implement the Cabinet-approved Umbrella Financial Inclusion Strategy for the period 2016 to 2020.
We are all aware that 34% of Jamaica is underbanked or don't have an account with a commercial bank. The Financial Inclusion Council's objectives are to, one, to give access to insurance, credit, savings. We see mobile money, we see the whole agent framework. So this is to get to the underbanked.
Jamaica, achieving sustained success in meeting timelines for structural benchmarks and measures under the Precautionary Standby Agreement with the IMF, laying a solid platform for sustainable economic growth.